Hey guys and girls, King Lear here and welcome back to Feed the Bros. So, I've been doing a bit of work tidying this place up. I built a path from our nether portal down and into our house just so we don't have to climb up all of this dirt to make our way up here. So it now should be easier to get to that place I never want to go again. If I ever need to get anything from there in the future. Now, this episode, I have a bit of a shortage which I'm going to have to work on. This little stack of 13 pork chops right there, well, I'm afraid that those pork chops are the only food I really have available to me, which isn't ideal. So what I want to try and do in this episode is, I've cleared a bit of space outside here, and I want to build a pig spawner or a cow spawner, maybe even a chicken spawner if that's the easiest thing to do, but I want to build some kind of creature spawner so that I have a reliable source of food. So I can just stand at the spawner, let pigs or chickens or whatever else spawn and just kick the shit out of them and manage to get some food, because I'm running out of food and finding myself starving constantly. So that's our project for today. Now before I build the shelter itself for the spawner and the pigs and things, I want to actually get the spawner itself. So to build a spawner, what I need is, I need a soul shard. Now soul shards come in a couple of different types. You have the basic one which has no souls in it, and then if I kill, say, a pig while I have that, it gains a pig's soul. And there's a couple of different tiers of shards. There's tier 1, which you get for killing 64 of the creature, tier 2 for 128, tier 3 256, tier 4 512, and finally tier 5 for 1024 of the creature. And each of these spawns a different amount. The first couple of early tiers require you to be standing close by before they spawn. It requires it to be daytime and other things like that, whereas as you get higher up the tiers, the restrictions on them are lifted. So that is our first step. Now if I take a look at a soul shard, how do I make that? I need a soul forge to start with. So how do I make a soul forge then? That is obsidian, so 5 obsidian, no problem, 3 stone and a corrupted essence. And corrupted essence is vile dust and glowstone dust. Now vile dust I know is smelting soul sand. So we should have all of that material. So what do we need? We need some soul sand. We just about have enough obsidian for a soul forge. And we need some stone. If I'm not sure if I've showed this or not. I've basically split all of my chests up into the different materials in them. So I don't feel the need for a sorting system yet, because I haven't got enough stuff at the moment. But eventually I'm going to need a sorting system. But for now this chest system seems to be working out okay. So I have building materials, nether brick, gravel, wood, dirt, marble, everything in there. Farming and organic, pretty standard. My fruits, my vegetables, seeds, wheat, trees. Gems and minerals, any ores, any amber, coal, bars, sapphires, rubies, uranium, all of that kind of stuff. Taumium axe, now that should be in the magic chest. My magic chest, I keep anything to do with towncraft. I will explore that at some stage, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. I have a beekeeping chest, there's nothing in there yet. Another thing I plan to explore in the future. And then pipes and machineries, tracks, redstone, pipes. And monster drops and alchemy, so anything that drops off monsters as well I have in there, and anything needed for alchemy like magma creams or gunpowders or blaze rods is all in there. So that's my organization system at the moment. So I wanted to build this soul forge, so I need vile dust and glowstone dust. So that was smelting one soul sand should give us the vile dust we need. I should have some glowstone dust from the nether somewhere. Yes, that makes one vile dust. And glowstone dust. So vile dust and glowstone dust will give us a corrupted essence. And now we need to mix that in our crafting table with... It was 3 stone, 1 corrupted essence, and 5 obsidian. So there is our soul forge. Now that is interesting looking. So with our soul forge we can make the soul shards. And they were 1 diamond with 8 corrupted essence in there. So I need to make 8 more corrupted essence. We're gonna have to take a trip back to the nether at some stage. And I really don't want to, but there you go. Right. So I also needed a diamond. Luckily I found some diamonds, so that's not going to be a problem. I'm sorry I didn't get an episode out yesterday. I had intended to, but myself, Ritual and Grayson logged on and decided to explore literally a 1x1 hole in the ground, this size, that went to oblivion. And it ended up taking us 2 hours to find our way home. So I have all of that clips. There's 2 hours of raw recording, so I'll get that to you at some stage because it was a very entertaining trip. So once we have that all sorted out and edited together, I'll make sure to get that to you, because it made for some interesting adventures, and that's where a lot of these materials came from. I have like 4.5 stacks of iron. This is ridiculous. So there we have 7 vile dust. We need an 8th, and we're going to need 8 glowstone dust as well. So I mix these together to make the corrupted essences we need. And then a diamond and corrupted essences in the soul forge should make our soul shards. Is that working? Is it just working so slow I can't even tell it's doing anything? Oh yeah, it does appear to be doing something. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this this soul forge to cook and hopefully make our soul stones, our soul shards. Soul stones, I'm playing World of Warcraft again. And while they're cooking, I will build our paddock, for lack of a better word, outside to keep the creatures in. Okay, so here we go. We have a nice little animal shelter that they shouldn't be able to get out from, and it's not the worst looking in the world either, if I do say so myself. So that should do us for spawning the animals at the moment. So let's go and see how our soul shards are doing and see if we can try and get some animals. Right, so our 3 soul shards are made. So I leave a soul shard on my hotbar, and as far as I know, I just have to kill some kind of animal and it will go into the soul shard. So I'm not sure what to find. I'm not sure where there's any animals around here. I know this is a big open plain over here, so hopefully we can find something out here. I seem to remember there was being some pigs over the very far side of this wide open area. So let's go on an animal hunt. Now I see sheep there. I could get sheep for spawning, but to be honest, sheep don't drop any meat, and what I really need right now is a food source of some kind. So sheep just aren't going to cut it for me, unfortunately. Nope. Don't need you, creepers. What's this? Oil slick. I'll have to remember this is here. Whoa! Don't need to fall in it, thank you very much. So where are all the animals? Some pigs or some cows would come in. There's a pig. Some pigs or some cows, I was gonna say, would come in absolutely perfect right now. So here we go. There is a pig. And what's this when it's at home? Whoa! This is another one of the holes. This is the kind of thing we fell down yesterday and spent 2 hours trying to get out of. It's just a 1x1 block hole that goes the whole way down. I'm going to make a waypoint on this so that I can come back and explore this at a later date, because God only knows where that goes. Right, so we have a soul shard. So do I hit the pig with the soul shard? Or can I just kill the pig with the soul shard in my inventory? There we go. So we have a tier 0 soul shard with 1 pig soul in it. Now, I want to try something. I'm not sure if this will work. I may be wasting a soul shard here. But I have heard you can combine 2 soul... What are they called? Soul shards. You can combine 2 soul shards with the same type of soul in it to make one of the higher tiers. So if I go back to my base with these, we'll see if we can combine our 2 pig soul shards into a pig soul shard of a high enough tier to spawn. Because the tier 0 ones don't spawn, I'm going to need a tier 1 or higher. So that's the one with 64 souls before I can spawn. So let's head back to base and see if we can combine these like I've read in tips online. Okay, so we're back at the house. And now an anvil, I think, is what people said you could use to combine these. So if I combine those 2 soul shards, yes, I can make a tier 1 pig soul shard for 1 level. And that saves me having killed 122 pigs. I only had to kill 2 pigs. Now it does waste 2 soul shards instead of just 1, but to be honest, diamonds and vile dust, it's kind of worth it. It's not hugely expensive and it saves you a lot of time to kill things. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but I'm not going to complain. So I put the soul shard into a soul cage, and this will allow us to spawn. And now a soul cage is a ring of iron bars, and iron bars are 6 iron. So we should have some smelted iron. We have 4 iron, so if I can smelt 2 more iron, then we can build our soul cage. And now it's getting nighttime outside, so I think I'll go up and sleep and let that smelt away down there while I make it daytime, because these tier 1 spawners won't work while it's dark outside, so it's not going to be much use to us until the sun comes up. There we go. Now, get down the hole. That's what she said. Let's get my iron ore, iron bars even, and make iron bars. Why did I go out with the crafting table? Make a ring of them. Make a soul cage. Do I combine these in the crafting table? Is that how this works? No. To be honest, if I add in another soul shard, is it gonna make a tier 2 spawner for me? No, I'll leave it. I'm not going to try that. It probably will. And if there was pigs close by, I might be tempted to give it a go, but I really can't be arsed to go and find more pigs again. So we're just going to leave it at this time and try it with the tier 1 that we have. So do I combine these in the crafting table? Have I tried this already? No, I don't. Right. No, come back, soul cage. So let's place down our soul cage. This isn't even. This is going to upset me. But, there. And let's drop in our soul shard. Pig! Kill the pig. And we have raw pork chops. Now this will continue to spawn pigs, as far as I know, as long as I'm standing within 16 blocks of it. The higher tiers don't need me to be standing close by at all, so they'll just continue to spawn. But this one is going to require me to be close by, and I think it spawns roughly every 20 seconds or so, so we should see another pig or two spawning in a minute, if this works correctly. I have is a place too close or something? Or have I just got a really wrong impression of what 20 seconds is? Come on, pig spawner. Do your magic. It did spawn one when I placed it down. So why isn't it spawning them anymore? It's not too dark around it. No, it's daytime out. There's a lot. There we go. Now, if I break this, do I get the soul shard back, I wonder? Or do I lose it? I'm not going to risk breaking it. I do definitely need to upgrade this at some stage, to make sure that it spawns as quickly as we'd like. But for the moment, we have our pig spawner, and we know how to make the spawners now, and the combining trick with the soul shards does definitely work. So we have a replenishable food source at the moment, at the very least. Now what I also want to do is I want to plant some wheat and some carrots, because I have a lot of seeds, I have some carrots, I have some pumpkin seeds as well. So, flax seeds, don't know what they grow. I don't have any sand to plant the sugar canes with, do I? No, I don't. So I'm just going to plant the carrots and the wheat at the moment. Now to do that, I will need a hoe. Tin hoe, copper hoe. Can you make them? Ruby hoe. Have I got sticks? I can make sticks. That's not anywhere near enough rubies for a hoe, is it? So let's make us a ruby hoe. Is this how it's done? This is how it's done. Right, ruby hoe. I have 3 carrots to plant, but hopefully those carrots will turn into even more carrots. So I'll plant them here. And we have a visitor. You're on TV and you still look like a big daddy. Actually, I do as well. We have the scuba diving helmets on from when we went exploring the cave yesterday. So he's seen my little pig spawner here. I'm a farmer now. Right, so there is our carrots, and I want to make some wheat as well. So let's plant some wheat while we're here. I want to make a small patch because I do want to eventually build an automatic farm that will just gather up and harvest all this wheat and things for us. But for the moment, this should do the trick, and it should allow us to farm. And our pig spawner is working away in there. I'm gonna kill this guy for some bacon. Whoops. locked myself out. And I'm going to turn off that waypoint because it's on our screen. So there we go. We have... Did this guy escape? Or was he just always here? Oh, there's 2 more pigs over here. Okay, well you'll be mine as well. I hope these aren't spawning from my pig spawner and spawning outside the area. It might be that this is too small and I'll need to extend it out. But for the moment, there we go. We have our pig spawner, we have some carrots, we have some wheat, and we have the makings of a farm. Oh! Ritual's portal gun. That fucking asshole. Asshole. While we were down in the cave yesterday, Ritual acquired a portal gun. So he's just been trolling us with that. It's pretty much as it sounds, like from the portal mod. You can put a portal, say here, and a portal here, and you can just travel between them. I'm gonna have to build one of them eventually. I'm not sure how to go about that. Let's have a look. Portal gun. Portal gun. Miniature black holes, obsidian, diamonds, iron ingots. How do you make a miniature black hole? A nether star and ender pearl dust. Whoa. That is not going to be easy to make at all. Nope. We'll get to that someday. I'll need to go to the nether. And I'll need... Are these... more pigs? I think I'm gonna seriously have to do something about that spawning. Are these guys escaping? Are they like spawning outside? Oh well, at least if they're spawning in the general area, I can hunt them for food. I have some pork chops, we're sorted. I have a bit of a farm going. That'll keep us occupied for a while. Just let me place some torches at the farm to make sure that it's always light outside. So there we go, we have a pig spawner. We have the beginnings of a farm. And this should be enough to keep us fed for a little while we work on some other projects. For example, I do want to build a zombie spawner at some stage. Zombies, creepers, something like that. Some kind of enemy creature spawner so that we can farm them. And just before I go, I want to show you where that's going to be done. So I've been doing a bit of work down from the house itself. And I'm working on hollowing out a little area down here. Whoa. Go away, go away, go away. Go away. So yeah, I'm working on hollowing out a little area down here. I kind of came across a cave, which isn't ideal. But I'm going to dig out this area, and then this is where I'm going to put my machinery, my bad guy mob spawners, so my zombie spawners, and my creeper spawners and things like that. Because the Wizard's Tower doesn't really seem like the kind of place to have industrial machines and enemies running around. So I'm going to reserve that for my enchanting, my alchemy, and things like that. Okay guys, well, this has been King Lear, and you've been watching Proceed to Checkpoint. We have a mob spawner now, we have a food source, we have enough bacon to keep us going for quite a while. I think they're getting out of there. I'm gonna have to block that off with fences. Have I got any more fences? I have 5 fences. I'm gonna need to get more fences and block that off. But I can do that off camera. Thanks for watching guys. Next time we're going to work on a creeper spawner. Perhaps maybe a zombie or a skeleton spawner, depending on what I can find. So don't forget to like and comment if you've enjoyed. And if you have any tips at all, or you think there's something I should have done better or did wrong over there with the spawner, please do tell me, because please don't break. I'm always interested to know how I can improve these things. don't forget to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And I'll see you next time, guys. I'm going to go up and have a sleep. But yeah, my pigs are escaping.